Welcome. You have reached review time with Emperiol. Today's review will be the movie The Wrong Missy, starring David Spade and Lauren Lampkins. Now, I'm late to the review, but not late to the movie. This movie actually came out in May, and I actually watched it, and I thought I did a review on it. I don't know why I didn't. When I was looking over my videos that I uploaded, I didn't do a review for this one, so I don't know how I missed that. But this is a funny movie. If you're looking for, we're not getting a lot of like fun type funny movies out there, but this is one of them. And so I figure why not still put the review out there. Somebody might get a hold of my review and never watched it, and definitely dive in. The movie stars, like I said, David Spade and Lauren Lampkins. I never seen her before. Also Nick Swartzen as Nate. Lauren Lampkins, she plays as Missy, and David Spade plays as Tim Morris. Now Nick Swartzen, you see him. He's in like a lot of movies where he's like the supporting cast, always doing quirky, funny things throughout the movie. So he got the same role in majority of his movie. I think he had his own movie, Dickie something, child something. He had some movie he had. It was terrible, but he finally got his own movie. But he's better being a co-star. Nevertheless, David Spade. This is one of the better ones that he had. That Father of the Year that he came out with last year or something like that, I wasn't too much on that. The do-over he had with Adam Sandler, that was cool. And so, of course, this is him and Adam Sandler. They're best of buds. So this is underneath that umbrella. And, of course, they have Rob Schneider always. He's supportive. He helps, he plays a role in here. So let's get into the movie. So the movie is pretty much about two people who are in a dating scene, meeting each other off of the dating app and going for it on a blind date. So it jumps right into the movie. The very first scene is David Spade. He's meeting his blind date, and she texts him and tells her where she's located. And he goes to the bar. He greets a woman, and then it's actually a pregnant woman, and she's there with her husband or a boyfriend. And David Spade pretty much is, hey man, this is my date or whatever. And the boyfriend is like, hey man, get out of here. So Missy actually runs up and say, hey, I was just playing a trick on you. I'm really your date. And then he's automatically like from the gate, like why would you do something like that? So you get to know right off the rip that Missy is full of energy. She's a prankster, jokester. She's out of the box. And so, they have a one-on-one, and they're having a conversation at the dinner table, and he instantly like, this is not my type of girl. She's totally the opposite of everything I'm with. So when he goes to the bathroom, he sees he's trying to get out the bathroom window, and she pops up right in the bathroom and goes right underneath the stall while he was trying to exit out of the bathroom. And she's like, what are you doing, and then he's blowing her off, basically saying, hey, I was going to trick you and come meet you in the restaurant, when he was really trying to leave. And so she pretty much had a back and forth, and then she was like, well, I'm gonna let you do your deuce. I like to do deuces on my own as well. And so he ended up falling out of the window, spraining his ankle. She comes out of in the alleyway where the bathroom was and snapped his ankle in two. So that was like the worst date ever to him, and he ghosted her from there. But he was on his way to this conference for his job, and he ended up meeting this, this woman that was just like him, and they hit it off, and they almost knocked boots at the airport, and they didn't finish, and then they exchanged numbers or whatever. So over the next like month or so or 2 months, he's thinking he's texting that woman who he met at the airport, but he's really texting the Missy. So he's up for a job promotion. So the job is having a function off at an island, like a retreat, and he pretty much at this time he wants to invite the person he thinks is Melissa, who's he been texting this whole time, hey, come to this retreat with me. He think it's the woman at the airport. Come to find out, it's the woman he had the bad date with. So he's on the airplane waiting for the woman to show up, and then the wrong Missy shows up. Oh man, and he's like, what's going on? So he doesn't realize at first that the person he's been texting the whole time has been her, until she started talking like, hey man, when I was on my way to give up on life or whatever, and then you text me, and then whatever. She's very obnoxious. So from here on, for the rest of the movie, pretty much, without me giving every little detail, you're seeing her do all these things that he's totally against. But it's funny. It keep you engaged. He eventually gets attached to her, but then in the process, he ended up reaching out to the real Melissa person he was looking for, and this is all through text. So the people he's at the retreat with all kind of figure out that the woman he's been showing his office is not the same woman that's showing up at the retreat. And so one of the women at the retreat tells Missy, hey, you just whatever type person, and she's doing all these things. People like her, because she's outgoing, and you don't even realize that you wasn't really supposed to be here. So that kind of like hurt her feelings, and then she slipped into his cell phone. She seen that he's been texting the other girl, and pretty much he was saying that she was a lunatic and stuff like that, and so that hurt her feelings, and she pretty much left. And in the process of her leaving, he was attached to her, where he really started liking her. Like, you know what, she's opposite of what I stand for, but like he was into her. So he ended up getting with her, and when she found out that information, she left. And then the regular Melissa person showed up right when she was leaving, and then she pulled out her her Crocodile Dundee big machete knife or whatever. And it was funny, man. It was a funny movie. It's a lot of different things that go on in the movie. You'll enjoy it if you haven't already watched it. And my 4-star rating system as fun movies to watch, this is a 3.5 out of 4 stars. That's high on the radar. But if you're looking for a fun movie to watch that's funny, you'll enjoy this movie. This is a 3.5 out of 4 stars. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. I know I'm late to the review on this, but I've been seeing it months ago. I don't know what happened. I must have forgot to do the review. Till next time.